Good afternoon, children. Welcome to the science class. So, today in this class, we'll move on to the next system, that is the nervous system. So, now before moving on to the nervous system, the organs present in the nervous system, just we shall know the meaning of the nervous system. So, here we know that the organs are grouped together to perform one particular function. So, the nervous system, the function of nervous system is to control the activities happening in our body. Suppose if we touch any hot substance, immediately what we do, we just withdraw our hand. Or if we touch any cold substance also, and if we hold a ice cube in our palm, okay, so what happens, so we just drop it, or we just withdraw our hand from the ice cube. So here what is happening in this activity, okay, here the sense organ, that is the skin, it sends the message to the brain that the substance that we have touched, it is very hot or cold, and the brain, it gives a command message to the sense organ that we have to withdraw our hand. So this all the activities that are performed are being controlled, and they are being coordinated by the organ called as the brain. Okay, children. So now suppose if we see any danger, or when you are sitting in the classroom, or if suppose in the park, if you have seen a snake, and suppose a person is just screaming that there is a snake, so what you will do, immediately you have been seated in the park, and you will immediately, the moment you hear the sound that there is a snake, so the ear, that is the sense organ, it sends a signal or message to the brain, and brain gives a command message to the legs or to the muscles that you should run away from that place, children. Okay, so here from these all these activities, what we have learnt, that the sense organs, the brain and the muscles of the leg, these are all are controlled and coordinated. They are linked with each other. That makes a system called the nervous system. And this nervous system, okay, this nervous system, it consists of the organs. Which are the organs involved in the nervous system? The organs, the first one is the brain, spinal cord and nerves. So all together these are linked together, and these they, what is the main function of nervous system? To control and coordinate. The function of nervous system is to control and coordinate all the activities that takes place in our body, children. Control and coordinate the activities that takes place in our body. Okay, yes. So the nervous system, it consists of the organs, the brain, spinal cord and nerves. So now when we just one by one, we'll just learn in detail. Now brain, it is a gray colored organ. Okay, gray colored organ present, where it is present in the head region, and it is present in the skull. Okay, it is well protected by the skull, children, and it is a most delicate and important organ of the nervous system. It is the important and very delicate muscular organ. We can also call it as the muscular organ present in the skull bone. Now what is the shape of the brain? The shape, it just roughly, it looks, okay, it is just roughly, it is the shape of the walnut. When we remove it, you will get the walnut inside the walnut, that is the akhrout, we can also call the walnut kernel. It is roughly shaped like a walnut kernel, and here when we see it, we can observe that it just looks like a cauliflower also. Okay, roughly looks like a cauliflower. Now when we see that the brain, I told you just now, where it is present, it is present in the skull bone, in the head region, children. Here in this diagram you can understand that the brain is present inside the skull bone. Now we know that in the last class we learnt the heart and the lungs. Where they are present inside the rib cage. So the rib cage is the hardest structure which protects the heart and the lungs, okay, from the outer danger. So similarly, in the head portion we can observe that the skull bone is present. So the inside the skull bone we can observe a delicate organ, the most important organ present, it is the brain. Okay, the skull bone, you have learnt in 5th standard, children. The skull bone is made up of 8 flat bones. It is made up of 8 flat bones which are tightly fused with each other. So this skull bone, okay, it protects the muscular organ or delicate organ called brain. So whatever the activities we perform, okay, it is all controlled by the brain. Okay, children. Now the brain, it is divided into two halves. You can observe it is divided into two halves, the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. Okay, so the right side of the heart, the right side of the brain is controlled, is the right portion of the brain, it controls the left side of the organs present in the body. So whichever the organs are present in the left portion, these all are controlled by the right portion of the brain, children. And the left portion of the brain, controls all the organs which are present in the right side. So these all are controlled by the left portion of the brain. Now where is the heart present? In the last class we learned that heart is present in between the two lungs, just towards the left. Okay, towards the left. Okay, so now left side of our body. So now you have understood that the heart is controlled. The heart is controlled and coordinated by the right portion of the brain. The heart is in the left side we can observe the organ, that is heart, and this is controlled and coordinated by the right portion of the brain, children. I think everyone understood. And the brain, it weighs about 1.35 kg. Okay, the brain, it weighs about 1.35 kg and it weighs about 1.35 kg. Now after learning this, we know that, okay, by the age of at the age of 5, what happens, the child brain, it reaches 90% of its full weight. Okay, so now after learning this, we'll move to the next organ, that is the spinal cord. The spinal cord. So before going to here, you have observed in the brain, it has 3 major parts. Okay, now here you can observe the folds. The folds are here. The surface of the brain has a number of folds, children. Okay, and the skull protects the brain. The skull protects the brain, and the brain has 3 major parts. The first one is cerebellum. Here this part is cerebellum, and this is medulla oblongata. Okay, medulla oblongata. Okay, so the brain, it has 3 major parts. The brain, it is having 3 major parts. The first one, this whole part, what you can observe, this is called cerebrum. Okay, cerebrum. So now this cerebrum, what is the function of the cerebrum, children? It coordinates all the activities of our body, such as speech. Now I am speaking now. So it is controlled. The cerebrum controls whatever I am going to speak. Okay, the speech, the vision. You are looking to the video. So this is also the controlled by the cerebrum. Vision, hearing. You are hearing to me. Okay. Yes. It coordinates the activities. Speech, vision, hearing, taste. Yes. As you keep the food on the food, the taste buds give the signal to you that whether it is sweet, sour or salty. Okay. And the smell, if your mother is preparing any food, or okay, the food in the kitchen, you'll get the smell in your room, okay, in the hall. And the memory, yes, memory, whatever you have learned, everything will be stored in the cerebrum. Okay, whatever you have learned, you have seen, whatever you have drawn, so whatever you have spoken, everything, what activity you are going to do in your daily life, everything will be stored in the form of memory, and this is being controlled in the by the cerebrum. So cerebrum, it coordinates all the activities such as speech, vision, hearing, taste, smell and memory. So all whatever we learnt will be stored in the cerebrum, children. So now we'll move on to the here. You can observe the pink structure. This is called the cerebellum. What we call, children? We call it as cerebellum. So this cerebellum, what is the function of this cerebellum? So the cerebellum, it controls the movement of the body. So controls the movement. Is movement. We will just move from one place to another place. Okay, the movement of the body. Yes, we have to sit here, we have to stand here. So the brain gives us message to our muscles. Okay, yes, we should not move there. So everything is being controlled. The movement of the body is being controlled by cerebellum. The next, this part you can observe. Okay, this part, this is called as medulla oblongata. What is this? Medulla oblongata. Yes. So medulla oblongata. What is the function of medulla oblongata? So it controls the functioning of the heart and lungs, children. The heart and lungs are the functioning of the heart and lungs is controlled by the medulla oblongata. Understood? So these are the three parts present in the brain: cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata. The functioning of the heart and the lungs is controlled by the medulla oblongata. Okay. So after learning this, we'll just move on to the next organ, that is the spinal cord. Yes, here you can observe in the diagram, next to the medulla oblongata, you can observe this portion. This is the spinal cord, children. The spinal cord, it is a tube-like structure. It is a tube-like structure which is attached to the brain and runs, okay, and runs through the vertebral column. So in fifth standard, you learnt about the vertebral column, that is the backbone. Here you can observe in this diagram, this is the backbone. Okay, so the brain which is present, from the backside of the brain, you can observe that what happens. Here in this picture also you can observe. Okay, yes, from the brain you can observe a tube-like structure called the spinal cord. It is attached to the brain and it runs inside the vertebral column. Okay, vertebral column, you know that the vertebral column or the backbone, it is made up of 33 small bones. Okay, the vertebral column is made up of 33 small bones, and these small bones, 33 small bones, are called as vertebrae. And these all, as they are in the form of a column, we call it as vertebral column. So where is the spinal cord present, children? The spinal cord is present inside the vertebral column and it is 50 centimeter long. 50 centimeters long. So now what is the function of the spinal cord? Yes, you know where the spinal cord is present. Now you have to learn the function of the spinal cord. So what is the function of the spinal cord? this spinal cord, it carries the messages. It carries the messages from brain, children, from brain, as it is attached to the brain. It carries the messages from the brain to all the parts of the body. To all the parts of the body. And and also it sends the command messages. It sends the command messages from the parts of the body to the brain, children. Okay, so to back to the brain again. So the main function of spinal cord is to send the messages from brain to all the parts of the body, and from back, and again it sends the command. Okay, so it sends the messages, not command messages. It sends the messages from the parts of the body to the brain. Okay, so this is the function of the spinal cord. Now, after learning the the next organ, spinal cord, we'll just move to the nerves, children. Nerves. Now, here you can observe that there are billions of nerves present. Okay, and these nerves are attached to our brain, and these are spread to all the parts of our body. So the nervous system is made up of billions of nerve cells. It is made up of billions of nerve cells. So these nerve cells, they are present. Okay, these nerve cells, they carry the messages. What is the function of these nerves? These nerve cells, they carry from the brain. They are present, okay, throughout our brain. The nerves are present throughout our brain, and these carry messages throughout the body. Yes, so the message is traveled in the form of a small electric current like this. Okay, yes, small electric current, and this we also call it as nerve impulse. Nerve impulse. So what is nerve impulse? Nerve impulse is nothing but a message in the form of the message sent by the brain, okay, through the nerves in the form of a small electric current. Okay, that is called as nerve impulse. Okay, children. So the nervous system is made up of billions of nerve cells which carries the message throughout of the body, and this message is passed on. It travels through the cells. Okay, through the cells, through each and every cell as a small electric current, and that message is in the form of nerve impulse. Okay, children. And these nerves, there are two types of nerves. We can observe the sensory nerves, yes, and motor nerves. So there are two types of nerves present throughout our body connected to the brain, and they are called sensory nerves and motor nerves. So now sensory, in the name itself it is given that these nerves are attached to our sense organs. As we know, we have 5 sense organs. Okay, so these they carry, the sensory nerves, they carry messages. They carry the messages from the sense organs, to the brain. Okay, and from the brain, the motor nerves are connected from the brain, and these motor nerves, they give the command message. They give the command message to withdraw our hand from the hot pan. Okay, so the command message is brought through the motor nerves to the muzzle of our hand to withdraw our hand from the hot pan. So the motor nerves gives a command message, and this is given by the brain, children. Command message by the brain to the muscles. Okay, I think you have understood. There are two types of nerves, that is sensory nerves and motor nerves. Sensory nerves carry the messages from sense organs to the brain, and motor nerves carry the command message from brain to sense organs. Okay, okay. So these are the two types of nerves present in our body. So after learning the sense organs, the last organ which are present in the nervous system are the sense organs. Sense organs. So now as you have learnt from lower classes, you have been learning the sense organs, children. Yes, how many sense organs are present? There are 5 sense organs. Okay, the 5 sense organs are present in our body. The first sense organ is eye. Eyes, it help us to see. Next, the ears help us to hear. The tongue help us to taste. Yes. Next, we have the skin. Skin help us to feel. Next, what we have? The nose. Nose help us to smell. So these are the functions of the sense organs you have learned. Okay. Now these sense organs, they help us to see, hear, taste, feel, smell. So these sense organs are receiving the messages. Okay. These are connected to the sensory nerves. Okay. In the form of sensation, in the form of touch, in the form of taste, in the form of vision, and in the form of sound. Okay, in the form of we receive the message in the form of smell, in the form of touch, in the form of in the form of taste, in the form of vision, what we are going to see, and in the form of sound. Okay, and this is being sent to the brain and through the sensory nerves, and the sensory nerves. Okay, and we here we'll come to know is what we are going to hear, whether yes, or what object we are going to see, what is the taste of the food, and what we are going to touch, whether it is hot or cold or rough or smooth, or the smell of the surroundings. So these all are sent through these nerves send the message to the brain, and brain sends the message to us through the motor nerves, children. So here we have learnt that these sense organs play a very important role in the nervous system. Okay, children? Yes. So all these organs, that is the sense organs, the brain, spinal cord, and the nerves, all these, they are grouped together under one system called nervous system. And this nervous system, it helps to what is the main function of nervous system? It is to control and coordinate all the activities that are going to take place in the human body. Understood? And we know that the taste buds in the tongue, we can the taste buds, there are about 10,000 taste buds present in our tongue, children. Okay. So this is about the nervous system that we have learnt in this class. Now in the next class we will move on to the next system. Okay. Thank you, children.